Hi guys, so it's Sarah from House of Style, and I just wanted to show you how I use my 1-inch Paul Mitchell Pro Tool curling iron to throw some waves in this long layered haircut. Well, it's really a shag haircut. I just gave myself a little bit more layers the last haircut. So as always, I'm going to start with 3 sections because it's a little easier for me to maintain and manage when my hair falls out of the clips like this. Okay. Just clip that top part out of the way. I'm going to split this back section in 2. I'm going to take this whole section because I want it to be a little bit more of a soft wave. I don't want it to be too wavy or too curly. Hot off the press. Never use an iron without it. And this is my beautiful hot pink 1-inch curling iron. And I just let that tail out, get that midsection till the heat goes all the way through it. With long hair, you got to be a little bit more careful because this bottom, this top part is not warm. It's a cool tip for your fingers to hold on to. So I'm going to drop that out and then just pull that end right through. Okay, just for a little finish. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. My hair's a little tangly, sorry guys. You can either put hot off the press on all at once, or you can do section by section. If you do section by section, concentrate on those ends. Okay, get a little closer to the camera. I know you can see our infinity mirrors to the back of me. When we built this salon, we weren't here when they put the mirrors in, and they are directly behind each other from one wall to the next, so they are very entertaining when children are in the salon, that's for sure. Let's let that sit there for a minute and pull that out. Okay, so you can see I wrapped one a little different than the other. You see the curl pattern is quite a bit different. Everything you do different from one section to the next will leave you a different result. I'm gonna take that top section. That's the one I spend the most time on and do the most sections to. So now, let's separate that in half again. I'm gonna do it in front of my ears. Practice what I preach. I do tell you guys to use your hot off the press or your NeuroProtect before every time you use a heat tool. Whether it's our waving tool or curling iron or whatever you are playing with that day. See that next section? I don't go all the way to the scalp. So that's just going to give me a little bit more volume where I don't want it. I want my curls to be toward the ends of my hair. It's perfect. Okay, flip that to this side. Everybody always asks, how long does it take you to curl your hair? And when I'm not doing the video, it's usually less than 10 minutes. And with how I prep my hair beforehand, I will also be able to brush this out tomorrow or the next day. It'll be softer every day, but sometimes I can get these curls to last 5 days. My favorite when I do that is using the Invisible Wear, and it's meant to be recreated every day, so not shampooed and blown out and started over fresh. Those products are layerable, especially for fine hair. There we go. Last section. We're going to do more sections on this, or more curl sections on this section than the others. So I'm just going to smooth that out. And kind of pull my hair down to get just that end. I'm going to leave that right there. So the underneath sections you'll see are already curled. So don't grab one that's already been curled previously. You don't want to add heat to an already curled piece. I'm just gonna pull that down toward my cheek. And just kind of barely touching that top to make it a little easier tension. Okay, so that looks like it all got curled already. Might have missed this section right here. This one's really skinny, so we'll just take it a second. Okay. On this side. Have you guys ever thought about letting your grain grow out and embracing whatever nature gave you? It's a different transition for me. I'm getting used to it. It actually reminds me a lot, of course, of my hair when I was 14, before I started coloring it. That natural, dirty blonde. That, you know, of course, every 14-year-old hates. That's why we start highlighting our hair so young. And now that is all the rage. That's all the girls want. Okay, so we're gonna pull that toward your cheek. I'm just gonna let it soften out. Okay, that's my bang piece. Do this one. Just barely on the ends, because I don't want it to be too loopy. My goal is not to look like the mom on The Goldschmidts. I think that was the name of the show way back when. Kind of reminiscent in it. Farrah Fawcett, all those. I keep saying styles come back. Every 20 years or so, we just have a resurgence, make it our own. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna tousle it up. All right, so starting with dry hair, and we are done in 7.5 minutes. So that's all it takes, ladies. If you guys need any more style tutorials or want to know anything about any other tools that we have here in the salon, of course you can ask while you are here in the salon in the chair. We'll play with the tools on your own hair, or you can let me know and I'll do another video. So talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.